With the passing of Louis Gossett Jr., the first black man to win the Best Supporting Actor Oscar, I want to share something with you you may not know about him. Yes, he is the incredible performer from An Officer and a Gentleman and Roots, but he is also an honorary Liberian and was gowned a chief from a tribe living where he traced his own roots. And I know because I was there. This was back in 2015. I was asked to MC an event honoring him, and it was incredible. I had just wrapped up an assignment for CNN hosting Inside Africa. This is where I trekked to 22 African nations in 2 years, and I was just so enriched with all of these experiences from Liberia to Madagascar to Namibia, and it really changed my life. I'll share more of those adventures soon. But I also learned about human history, our story, and the importance of honoring ancestors and staying linked to them in some way, no matter how far you travel. And this has been true of our collective human story the entire time. So it's 2015. My new assignment is to anchor CNN Newsroom in Atlanta. And a local Liberian advocacy group reached out to me to MC this event honoring the great actor. And I get there, I meet Mr. Gossett Jr., this man who has played such domineering roles, and he was totally humble. And I had just purchased a new DSLR camera, which I did not know how to use, but I brought it to the event anyway. So all my pictures from that event are blurry, including this one, which was my only snapshot with him. It shows me acting a fool and him looking at me like, who is this guy? And when I asked him how he felt about the event, he shared with me that he recently had his DNA tested, and it showed a link to the crew of Liberia and the Mendi of Sierra Leone. And I shared with him I also had my own DNA tested. It showed a link to West Africa, and so we joked about him likely being a great uncle, a great cousin of mine. And I introduced him at the event, and then I kind of sat back and watched in awe at seeing him, a man who was then 79, be surrounded by likely cousins adorned with Kru tribal dress. Now, the Kru are known for, among many other things, their resistance to slavery. Here is a man who shot to fame in part because of his role on Roots, which really revealed the brutality of slavery to America for the first time. And so I was so happy for him. And I wondered, what if we all got that type of connection and that type of moment, surrounded by representatives of our ancestors, just showing us so much love? How would it change how we might all see the world and see each other? And how would it change how we might see ourselves? It's important for each one of us because no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, you likely descend from people who know the importance of honoring your parents, honoring your grandparents, and acknowledging their sacrifice and intelligence that made it possible for you to be here. And so I hope you get that same sense of connection that Mr. Gossett Jr. received that night. I hope you get it sometime soon. And I hope that he right now is surrounded by his actual ancestors, welcoming him home.